Bro, I'm shaking so much.
You got this, Avoma!
Come on. This is me, moments away from being the first person to kill the Ender Dragon in a server filled with over 100 players where we all simulate the Hunger Games. This wasn't your regular Minecraft Hunger Games though. This was an event hosted by SpeedSilver that took place over 4 in real life days, which contained a bunch of insane stuff such as custom weapons,
Let's go.
custom structures, what the flip is that? The voice chat mod,
Hello.
and a lot of interesting people.
And then like a couple weeks later, I found out that I gave him permanent brain damage.
But to understand how I got to this point, we need to go back to the very beginning. This is how I was the first to beat the game and kill the Ender Dragon. Also, just before we begin, if you haven't seen the original video of this entire event, it's available on Silver's channel, and I'd highly recommend giving it a watch before watching this video, as this was their event and I was just one of the lucky players who got the opportunity to play in it. So yeah, now on with the video. So the way that this Hunger Games event worked was quite simple. Players had the opportunity to create a team, otherwise known as a district, before the actual event began, and these districts could contain a maximum of up to 5 players. The thing is, you could choose who you wanted to be in one with, and as you can probably imagine, this resulted in some teams being filled with lots of skilled players who would pose as a threat to the rest of the server. Now, one thing that's probably worth mentioning is that this whole district thing was completely optional. If you wanted to, you could go into the event without having any teammates at all, and that's exactly what I did. I didn't know nor trust anyone, so I thought it would be best if I go in solo, as the last thing I wanted was to be betrayed by someone who I thought I could trust. However, it was highly encouraged to be in a district just in case you got teamed up on by a bunch of players at the start of the event, but I was willing to take my chances. So we first begin on day 0. So why is there a day 0? Well, basically, on what was supposed to be the first day, there was so much server lag that the game was practically unplayable. I mean, you break a block and it'd take around a whole year for the server to register this action. And boom, this block's gonna break right there. It just takes a while. Boom, all my days. Well, you know, maybe not a year, but around 5 seconds or so, which is still awful. At this time, I had such good loot and such a good start, and I wasn't dead, which was a bonus, especially for a solo player, so I didn't exactly take well to this news. Just see for yourself. Huh?
Yo, okay, one in chat if you can hear me real quick, just to check my mic is good. Oh my, that is intimidating. Okay, yeah, I hate to say this, but we've never done like a full open world survival event with 100 players before. Basically, our server can't handle it and the game is unplayable. So, basically what we're gonna be doing is I'm just gonna shrink the border to like 100 blocks. And we're gonna have to start completely from scratch tomorrow.
Oh, are you for real? For goodness sake. This is why we can't have nice things. Well, I might as well just make use of everything that I have, I guess, but this just... this always happens!
I'm really sorry about this, but there's literally no way we can get a recording when the lag is this bad. So, today can just be your day to meet your district and get used to the game or whatever. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to be going completely from scratch. We also have some performance mods that we can throw in that will probably help. But yeah, with the 1.19 caves and everything, it's just way too crazy. Like, there's 500 different regions loaded right now, and the server just dies because it's fabric and modded. But yeah, I'm just going to shrink the world border to really small, and just you guys can just like kamikaze fight everybody. Alright.
So yeah, this kinda sucked, and all hell broke loose for the next 10 minutes. The world border shrank at an incredibly fast rate, and the admin just gave everyone a bunch of OP custom items, and we all just brawled it out while showing absolutely no remorse to each other.
What is happening? What is happening? Get away from me! Get away from me! Ah!
Oh, what? So that was day 0, but what did I gain from playing so far? Absolutely nothing. Nah, just kidding. The only piece of knowledge that I could take away from this day was my surroundings and a general layout of the map. Having previously visited some custom structures already, I knew what to expect and was aware of the loot that they had to offer. When the event starts for real the following day, I could then visit these structures and quickly loot them in order to progress ahead of everyone else. We begin for real this time on day 1. We were all teleported to our spawning pods and began rising up to the surface on our platforms before descending for some reason.
What? What? Wait.
And then shortly rising up once again. I noticed that this time around I was on the complete opposite side of the map that I was on last time, meaning that I'd had to run through the middle in order to get to the custom structures that I visited on day 0. This was a problem as it was very likely that teams were going to loot chests in mid before going off in their own directions. If someone was to obtain a weapon in one of these chests and decide to attack me whilst I'm running through the middle, I would most likely be eliminated almost instantly, not to mention that I went into this event as a solo, making me an easy target. The only way that I really stood a chance of survival was by quickly obtaining a weapon and just holding it in my hand, along with wearing any armour that I get to give other players the impression that I wasn't going to go down without a fight. And at last we were released from the cages and the Hunger Games officially began.
I'm nervous.
Yes. Yes.
My plan surprisingly worked exactly how I wanted it to. No one seemed to want to attack me, so I ran in the direction that I did in the previous day and was able to get to my planned custom structures relatively quickly, which were just these ships, as you've probably seen already. I began looting the smaller ones first before going into the big one, which I already knew had some insane loot, but just when I thought I was alone, I saw someone looting the big ship, so I went into full aggression mode in an attempt to scare them off.
Get off the ship. Get off the ship now or you die. Get off the ship. I'm stacked. I'm stacked. I'm stacked. Get off the...
Avoma!
Get off the...
Hello?
Do you want to die?
Wait, relax. I don't intend on fighting.
Okay, get off the ship then. This is my ship. I claimed it.
Are you serious?
I claimed it. You better get off now.
You claimed it.
I claimed it ages ago. It has my name on
Okay, I
it.
got off.
All the way. Sail into the abyss. Go.
Alright, chill
Go.
out. Alright, drop the boat. Drop the boat. Drop
Go.
The boat, Robert.
Away.
There's
Away.
literally nothing in there.
Away.
Little did they know, this ship had incredible loot, it's just that you need to know where to look in order to find it. Luckily, these people didn't know where the loot was, which of course allowed me to take it all for myself. So after gathering all the resources I needed, I made some basic gear and went mining, and I did nothing but this for the rest of the day. Yeah, no joke. The server was open for 4 hours each day and I legit spent 3 hours just mining and getting geared up. But around 30 minutes before the server was about to close, this happened. Hey yo.
Yeah, bro, you wanna go? You wanna go? You wanna go? You better get out of here right now.
So yeah, I died. For some stupid reason, I didn't think to craft myself any diamond armor despite me having more than enough diamonds, and when I was in the 1x1 with the guy, I thought it would be better to use a diamond sword rather than a diamond axe, which was an obvious mistake. Now I thought this was it for me, but then I remembered that I have one revive that I could consume over the entirety of the event. Basically, because I was a solo and it was just the start of the event, I had the chance to come back alive and participate once more, so without hesitation I consumed my revive and started the whole process of gathering loot again. After gathering some basic materials, I went exploring and then by some miracle came across another pirate ship that had unfortunately already been visited by some other players. I looked around for a bit and found out that the people that were here before me did an absolutely rubbish job of looting as they weren't smart enough to check out all parts of the ship, and because of this I was able to obtain yet another trident along with a bunch of valuable materials.
I'm begging on my 100 Oh, yes! Oh, those stupid people! They're so dumb, they're so dumb!
Considering that I just died less than an hour ago, this loot was so helpful and helped me get back on track really quickly. I then spent the rest of the day exploring further and getting more materials, and just as the server was 10 minutes away from closing, I for some reason decided to stop recording. Look, I don't really know why. I think it was because I thought that nothing was going to happen during this time frame, but of course, something did. While not recording, I came across another player by the name of Minerboy who was just minding their own business and making their way up a pillar of blocks using water, and I thought I'd surprise attack them, and well, just watch this. Yeah, I died. Again. I was so flipping bloodthirsty that I wasn't paying attention to my surroundings and died of 4 damage. So yeah, that was that. It was all over. But wait! There's a silver lining to this. At the start of the day, there were over 120 players on the server, and as time went by, teams were getting rapidly killed, and the reason for this was quite simple. You see, when a player dies, they drop a heart. This heart can then be consumed, giving you extra health, allowing you to have a total of up to 25 hearts. Obviously, people saw this as an opportunity to have a major advantage over others, so they decided to spend the first day grinding kills to get more health when players were at the weakest. By the end of the day, this resulted in only around 20 players remaining, and there was still 3 days left of the event to go, so a decision was made to give everyone a second chance. That's right, on the second day, everyone who had died would be revived, and this included me. Clearly the stars had aligned for me, as this was my 3rd opportunity to participate in the event. If I wanted to progress any further, I needed to not be stupid and actually use my brain. And that was pretty much day 1, and now we move on to day 2. So on day 2, I was revived and given some starter gear and began gathering resources for the 3rd time. I instantly hit the mines mainly in hopes to find some diamonds, and by this point this whole process was getting quite annoying since I had done this exact same thing multiple times already. It was less painful though since I went into this event with the miner class, which allowed a chance for double drops when mining ores and a small buff of haste every minute or so. Anyway, midway through my mining session I happened to have a rather unusual encounter. Am I going crazy? Ah! I'm not going crazy, I frippin' knew it. This is freaking terrible. Oh my god! So yeah, there was an admin watching me. I had no idea how long that they'd been doing this for, and the thought of this alone legit freaked me out. I wish I could say that this ended here, but it just didn't. They continued to torment me for the next 15 minutes and find any possible way to scare me that they could, and it worked. Oh no. Oh, stop, man! What the flip is this? Bro, okay, come on. Oh, where are these flipping spiders? Great, now I've got a magical black line across my screen. I don't remember this happening in the film. Look, I was on high alert to begin with when walking into this event. Any unusual nearby occurrence could mean that there were players nearby, and since they were likely part of a district, I didn't really stand a chance because I was pretty undergeared at this point.
Good luck.
No, you're not leaving, I know you're not leaving. So when they finally left me alone, I finished up gathering some final resources before making my way up to the surface. Now it's probably worth mentioning that this day was the building day. Each district would have the opportunity to build a base and receive rewards determining on how good their builds were. Their builds would be reviewed by the admins and the rewards would be split equally among the players within the district. Now due to the mass killings that occurred yesterday, PvP was disabled for the first half of the day to give players the opportunity to build without the threat of being killed. On top of this, when PvP was to be re-enabled, the Nether Dimension would open. So yeah, there were quite a lot of things to keep track of. Anyway, I decided I was going to dedicate all my time towards building a base. The only problem was that I didn't have a lot of blocks. So how did I get them? Sorry, that's gonna be. I have a building proposal.
Yeah.
I have this. I know what I want to build, but it's kind of a lot of what's it called? Cobbled deep slate, and I managed to gather this much, but I'm gonna need like a lot more. Is that possible or no?
Yeah, sure.
Like a lot. Not to be mean. Yes, thank you so much. I may need a bit more. While I may or may not have bribed the admins into lending me a helping hand, little did they know I would repeat the same process with every other admin to obtain tons of blocks. I
can give you 10 stacks of deep slate.
Could I have some cobbled deep slate, like a lot of it? By the way, just to be clear, this was allowed and the admins were helping other districts who requested for building materials as well, so I didn't have an unfair advantage. I just thought this was worth mentioning, so yeah. Now, why did I choose to spend all the time that I had building? Well, I was essentially hoping to gain some kind of lead with the rewards I could earn. While I could have gone to the Nether and got Netherite during this time, I decided that this wasn't the best idea for multiple reasons. First off, I was a solo, and if I was to come across a team, I would most likely be hunted down and killed, and this wouldn't be fun at all. The next reason being that it was very likely that lots of players were planning on going here, and considering that 8 blocks in the overworld is equal to 1 block in the Nether, you're technically 8 times as likely to come across other players while in the Nether, and this didn't appeal to me in the slightest, so I just decided to stick to building my base. Whilst doing so, however, I actually happened to encounter a surprising number of players. Hey! Hey! Most of them were friendly and for some reason didn't want to fight, and I'm guessing this was because they probably didn't want a repeat of yesterday. But you did have that odd person that didn't have good intentions. I can't hear you now. What are you doing? No! What the frick?
What are you doing?
I don't want to know what you're doing. You're lingering around here and it's scaring the life out of me.
I just want to go to the Nether. I've been searching for ages for a level. Right here.
I could just destroy this level right now.
Yeah, but I could destroy you.
What have you got on that axe?
Fire
definitely
aspect, sharp 3.
Fire aspect. Hit me once with the axe. I want to see if you got fire aspect.
Let's not test it.
Yeah, he's lying. He's capping. He's capping. I mean, if any of these people were to engage an attack on me, I could easily beat them since I had better gear, but I still kept my guard high though while I continued to build. And around 10 minutes before the server closed for the day, I finished my build just in time for it to get voted by the admins. Here's how that played out. Hello.
You told me you built that?
I built that. God, my hands are really hurting.
How the Avoma, how did you do that?
Well, you see,
I'm actually confused. There's only one of you, and there's this
I know.
giant structure in front of me right now.
Trust me. My hands are killing me. My hands are killing me. You have no idea.
My God, what the heck?
Look, no schematic or anything. I promise you, I did it all. I've got it all. I've been recording the whole thing.
Wait, so you're districtless? You're just yourself?
Yes. Look, no district.
Oh my God.
It is painful. It was painful. Look,
Okay.
I died. I've died twice, and I've been revived both times. So I'm hoping that I can get some good rewards from this building contest in hopes to get a lead again.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Oh God, it hurts. My hand hurts.
That is really nice. Wow. This is crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, it is. So yeah, they all seem really impressed with it, except for there not being any flowers within the build, despite this being a specific request by one of the admins.
Right, let me get you some flowers.
It completely defies the chosen theme.
And then
Anyway, I was informed that I would receive my building rewards the following day, and that pretty much concluded day 2.
That is cool. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you put the deep slate that I gave you to use.
Yeah.
But thanks for the tour. I wrote you down, and we'll check you out after the all the staff will look at you after.
That's fine. Thank you.
Thanks for the
thank you.
tour.
It's okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Now I get it. Not much has happened so far, mainly because of how much my prior deaths pushed me back in terms of progression. But trust me, from this point forward, things get absolutely insane. So day 3 arrives and I log on to find my building rewards, and all I'm greeted with was this tiny stupid flipping cactus, along with a sign saying tiny cactus, as if I didn't already know what this was. Who the heck did this? I assume that from this I must have lost the building contest, so that was basically 3 hours of my time completely wasted in hopes to get some kind of reward. But after complaining to the admins regarding my quote-unquote reward, I then turned around to find my actual rewards. Look, I don't know how I didn't see this chest in the first place. It was just dark and I have terrible vision, so please don't blame me. The loot was somewhat decent, I guess. I mean, I already had diamond armor and literally everything else in the chest for that matter, but the golden carrots were nice, especially since I was running low on food. At least this time I actually earned food and didn't have to bribe the admins for some. So yeah, moving on. Day 3 would be the day that the end dimension opens, and to be brutally honest with you, I had no intentions on going here. Why? Because I was already far enough behind on progress to begin with. I spent all yesterday building while most other players were in the nether preparing to visit the end by doing things such as gathering blaze rods and collecting ender pearls. To even stand a chance at this point, I needed some kind of advantage, and that's when I decided that I was going to brew potions. Effects such as strength and speed will provide me with a competitive advantage when it came to fighting others, and in order to get potions I needed blaze rods, so I left my base behind and went off to find an nether portal. Looking back now, I have no idea why I didn't just use the obsidian right beside my base that was formed there because some stupid guy failed at making a nether portal by using just buckets. Oh bruh. Are you see? Anyway, this would be the last that I'd see of my build since there was no purpose to stay here any longer. All this for just a couple of golden carrots really. Moving on, I came across an ocean monument that I found on the first day and decided to loot it for the gold blocks, but there was strangely no guardians in it, which kind of threw me off a little bit. At this point, I thought the monument had already been looted, which to my surprise actually hadn't, but it was still rather strange that there were no guardians here. I then left the monument and continued exploring the nearby area in hopes to find a lava pool or just anything to construct a nether portal with. After a long time with no success however, I came across an almost complete ruined portal underwater which I decided to reconstruct. This was a very painful process since it was underwater and my inventory was almost full, but I did manage to get there in the end. And at last I finally entered the nether. My nether spawn wasn't the best and I got that overwhelming feeling that I was being watched, so I made a sudden change of plans and decided to mine for netherite. This didn't last long though, as I found the remnants of what appeared to be bed mining. I didn't know how recent these explosions were, but I didn't stick around to find out. All I came here for was blaze rods, so I just needed to find the nether fortress, so I explored a bit more and then got distracted by some piglins. While I was here, I thought it would be a good idea to get some fire resistant potions in order to easily escape people if I were to encounter them, so I did just this. After trading for a while, I got a surprising amount of ender pearls, and you can see how shocked I was by this.
Guys.
Oh my days, another pearl trade, jeez. Did you drop an yes, you did drop an enchanted book. Oh what? Another pearl trade, jeez. I mean, since I had them, it was worth keeping them at this point since the end was almost about to open, but this wasn't on my mind at all. All I wanted was potions, in particular, strength potions. If you didn't already know, the strength effect in Minecraft is completely broken and increases your damage by a ton, so this is why I wanted these. I then remember the admins announcing the coordinates of the nether fortress the prior day, so I asked them for the coordinates and apparently I was right next to it. I mean, if I was right next to it, I would be able to see it, but I couldn't, so... I basically started panicking at this point because I needed to be quick, and considering that I was more than likely to come across players in the nether compared to the overworld, this gave me an intense feeling of paranoia, so I continued to beg for the coordinates of the fortress to no avail. I then spotted a suspicious bridge, and there it was, the nether fortress. Finally. Without wasting any more time, I made my way over there, located a blaze spawner, and collected a quarter stack of blaze rods. Whilst doing so, I thought I'd inject fear into other players if they were to go into the fortress, so I left a super intimidating sign. Very flippin' scary, I know. All I needed now was nether wart, but of course, it was all looted. I mean, they even took the flippin' soul sand, like, come on man. I then went to search for a bastion in hopes to maybe find some nether wart within it, but I instead found this nether portal that someone was clearly trying to hide. The fact that they'd covered it in netherrack made me really curious, and I felt the sudden urge to enter it. There was a high possibility that it was a portal trap, but I couldn't contain myself, so I just decided to enter it. What a big flipping mistake. I entered the overworld and I didn't know where I was at first, and then it hit me. I was inside someone's base, and even worse, there was someone flipping there. I could only hear them and see their name tag, which made this whole situation 1 billion times worse. For all I know, they could have full netherite and one-shot me. And to add insult to injury, they were part of a district, meaning that they likely had teammates nearby. I couldn't handle it at this point, and I was just going to make a run for it, but then I gathered my thoughts and decided to play it cautiously. I kept sneaking and tried to not make any noise when...
Hello?
They heard me. This was bad, so very bad, and I suddenly realised how they knew I was there. It wasn't the intense heavy breathing coming from down my mic, but instead it was Minecraft's bugged sneaking mechanics. You see, when a player sneaks and moves, they themselves cannot hear their footstep sounds, but for some bizarre reason, other players can, and this is what gave my position away. This guy obviously heard me sneaking around and came up to investigate.
Hello?
Yo, what's up?
Ah!
What are you screaming for?
I'm peaceful, I swear.
Alright. You wanna come visit the tavern?
Okay, what? Why in the flip did this guy not decide to attack me and just instead remain calm? Like, it makes no sense. It's not just him, it was the people that I met before, and everyone just doesn't want to fight for some reason. Maybe it's because I was a solo and therefore not considered a threat to these people, but I really just don't know. I was low-key gonna try and kill this guy when he introduced me to the rest of his team.
Oh,
Do you wanna visit?
sure. I come in peace.
It's Avoma! Yeah,
I
I know.
I couldn't be-
Cypro told me that we have a customer.
Yeah,
Oh, you spawned up, dude. The same problem happened to me in Fisu yesterday.
Oh my god! There's someone staring at me through the window.
What was going on? This was a Hunger Games event and most people just chose to be wholesome instead of fighting, even to people that work within their district.
Look at the amount of effort we put into this. Why would it be a trap?
Wait, you guys are part of different districts. I've just realised.
Yeah.
Bread twists, tiny sizzling, daily special, fancy feet.
Nah, this was getting ridiculous now. These people built a flipping tavern and were running some kind of business in the middle of a battlefield. These people were just built different, I guess.
This is so weird. What have I just walked into?
Just as you thought you'd seen it all, they had customers that were a part of another team just stroll into the shop and no conflict unfolded. Like, you can't make this stuff up.
Oh, my friend have returned.
Ah! Please, I come in peace!
We're weaker than Avoma, you are fine. You are not gonna die here.
I don't remember signing up to play The Sims 4, but I just continued to go with the flow of everything since this was the only way I was going to get out of this situation alive.
Bro, what are you?
Look at the daily special! Look at the daily special! Yeah.
Bro, hey, get out of
What?
here. You're not
Bro, what are you wearing, bro?
So yeah, these people had clearly lost grip with the reality of the Hunger Games, but I walked away unharmed and with some more food, so I guess I couldn't really complain. I then strolled around for around 2 minutes and found a cool looking base. After scouting the general area, I saw a player in the distance.
There's actually someone there.
This guy, the nerve to approach someone like me in full diamond armor and not afraid of being killed. I just didn't get it. We continued to have a wholesome conversation and at this point I was just completely discombobulated. Why was everyone so nice and friendly in a game where you must kill or be killed? Anyway, we were about to go our separate ways when all of a sudden...
Well, oh dear, what is that? End portals are now activated. Change of plans, I'm going to the end.
At this point, I completely scrapped what I was doing and made it my mission to find the stronghold. Looking back now, I actually have no idea what I came to the overworld for. Like, I wanted to check out that nether portal that I found, but there was no need to stay in the overworld. I think I just got completely brainwashed by the people I met in the meantime that I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, after snooping around this guy's base, I found nothing of use to quote-unquote borrow, so I crafted some Eyes of Ender and threw my first eye.
Yes.
I then repeated this process multiple times in order to pinpoint the location of the stronghold, and this is where I got incredibly unlucky. Eyes of Ender have a 20% chance of breaking, and I went through 6 of them. Yes, okay, I was using them a lot, but I had quite a few of them to spare, so I wasn't making an effort to be preservative until it was too late. After locating the stronghold, I dug down and found out that it was pretty close to the surface. Now, I was on very high alert at this point because the end dimension only just recently was enabled, meaning that players could already be in the stronghold or at least on their way to it. I did know for a fact, however, that the end portal hadn't yet been opened. How, you may be asking? Well, basically, to put it simply, the sound of the end portal opening is something known as a global sound event, and these can be heard by any player in the world, no matter what dimension they're in or how far away from the sound origin point they are. Since I had been online at all times without hearing the sound, I knew that no one had opened the end portal yet. Anyway, I managed to find the end portal room relatively quickly, but I didn't want to enter the end just yet because I wanted to enchant my gear first. Using the Stronghold library room as a source of books and bookshelves, I made myself a little base and just enchanted all of my gear. When I finished doing this, I was ready to enter the end, but I wanted to get some more blocks beforehand, just in case I needed extra. While in the process of doing this, however, I saw some names above me. It was Invictable and his accomplice, Soup. If you didn't already know, Invictable is a player known for his power and dominance in other Civilization videos and was a skilled individual feared by many. Considering that he had teammates with him, I knew that if they were all to find me, I'd stand no chance in surviving. So since fighting them wasn't a valid option, the only thing I thought to do at this point was flee, and so I left the server. Look, in the heat of the moment, I wasn't thinking straight. This random cowardly move was the safest option, and leaving the server would allow me to keep my tracks hidden. If I were to die, it would all be over and I couldn't risk my life. After around 15 minutes of waiting, I logged back in. It was at this point that the reality of my choices hit me like a ton of bricks. Leaving the server gave Invictable and his team complete freedom to go to the end and be the first to kill the Ender Dragon. The whole reason for disconnecting was to stay alive, but now I wanted to kill the Ender Dragon more than anything. Nothing else mattered to me at this moment in time, and feeling shamefully pessimistic, I made my way to the end portal to see if it had been activated, and to my surprise, it hadn't. I, however, did notice that a nether portal had been constructed near it, and basic common sense led me to believe that Invictable and his team must have been in the nether at this moment in time. To buy myself some time, I destroyed this portal, so upon them all returning to the overworld, a new nether portal will be generated elsewhere and not in the same location, because that's just how Minecraft nether portals work. After doing this, the time had finally come. I got my Eyes of Ender and was ready to open the end portal when... No! I flipping through one of them. Just typical of my luck. Without this eye, I couldn't enter the end, but luckily, by some miracle, it hadn't popped and I found it in the water above the stronghold. I picked it back up and finally activated the end portal for real this time. Ooh, end pearls. Let's flipping go! Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. The whole server was alerted of this and the chat went crazy. I knew I had to be quick with this because at any given moment, Invictable and his team could enter the end and eliminate me before I could have the chance to slay the Ender Dragon.
I'm
the first one in the
Why
end.
didn't you tell me you were going here? I was gonna take 6 screenshots of the first person in the end.
Bro, I told Marbar. Also, just for a bit of context, an admin teleported to me and stopped by to provide me with moral support since this was a super intense fight and I had no teammates. Come on. Yes! Oh, I'm shaking so much right now. Nothing within Minecraft has ever meant more to me than wanting to be the first to beat the game among a bunch of players, so I just needed to focus and play my cards right. No, I didn't bring a freaking infinite water source. I'm so dumb. Oh my days. Someone's gonna come here. Okay, that's a bad idea if I stay up here. Ready for my sick archery skills. Bang. Bang. Bada bing boom. Pow! I don't know if Invictable's coming here. Come on, please. Come on, man! The lag. Yes! Here we go. Come on. It's the server fripping TPS. I can't fully... Yes! Okay. I don't know if that's all the end crystals. After a while of struggling, I managed to destroy the final end crystal, and now it just came down to finishing off the Ender Dragon. There's someone gonna be here soon. I know for a fact that someone's gonna be here soon. Okay, I need to do some sick Minecrafting now. Okay, dragon's perching. Never mind, I've got to go to this. Come on. Perch already. There we go, nice hits. Please, I swear if someone comes through that portal, it's gonna be flipping terrifying. I've got 64 hours left, okay. What the bro? I hit on my screen. Perch! Perch, please, dragon perch! Please! Yes! Come on! I'm so scared if someone comes! Come on! I'm so scared! There was a portal and I broke it to stop Invictable from coming here. I can't hit it! What is going on? Come on. Die! Oh shoot! I have power 2 on my bow. No! This server lag! All my days.
You got this.
Purge! 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 Purge!
Tell me when the
purge.
dragon's at, when you're about to kill it, because I have F1 screen on so I can see it. See the HP. And it looks so cool.
I don't think
Don't panic.
And at last, it purged for the final time. Yes, it's purging! Okay, now! I'm gonna kill it now! There's no way I'm not gonna kill it. Bro, I'm shaking so much.
You got this, Avoma!
Come on. Yes. Nice. 2, 3, come on! Come on! Come on! Come on. Yes! 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 I had flipping done it. I successfully killed the Ender Dragon all by myself before anyone else. My mission was complete and I could finally die happy knowing that I achieved what I set out to do. While I was celebrating, an admin appeared out of thin air and had something for me.
Don't panic, it's over! It's over!
No,
Avoma, you made it!
Someone's still gonna come through the airport!
Avoma, don't worry, they want a team with you.
Hello, I'm flipping scared, I'm shaking so much.
Hello, you're good.
Wait, okay, where's
Okay.
end gateway? End gateway. End gateway. End
I
gateway.
think
We're good.
here they want
Avoma, I have a gift for you.
a team with you.
You have a gift?
Team.
You have to make it quick because I'm
as
flipping
as
scared.
you've killed the dragon, you get this.
Yes! A totem of undying, or should I say, the totem of undying. Just moments after being awarded this item, my worst fear came true. Wait, am I the first one to enter the end and kill the dragon?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes! Ah, they're here! I told you they were here! The Invincible's here! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Yo, Invincible, spare me! Spare me, please! Please spare me! 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 Oh, bro! No! He's shooting me! This guy's shooting me! Okay, I'll see you guys later. I'll see. No, please! Go! Teleport me!
Let's kill him.
No! Please, I'm Truce!
We need the totem. We need the totem. Wait.
Oh, you have a totem?
No, I don't have a totem! I don't have a totem! Go!
Avoma, you can offer the totem to them and they'll let you live.
Okay, wait, if I give you the totem, will you let me live? If I give you the totem, will you let me live?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
100. Actually, we promise. The totem. We need the totem to craft the ultimate, the bow in the middle, like the legendary weapon. But then again, we also could kill you.
How do you
Hey,
have
yeah, I don't know if this is your style, but what if we just killed him and just took it?
You're the guy
that
that killed me in the flipping mine!
We can't.
And so I found myself at a standstill. Although, if you think about it, the situation we found ourselves in was pretty interesting.
We can't kill him because the totem will like pop.
Okay, yeah, so...
Well, but then we get everything else.
Yeah, but I've not got anything else.
Hey, we have enchanted diamond armor for
You know
Beast
what?
Trigger.
Why don't you exit the portal and speak to us like
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I am too scared. Why isn't it teleporting me? I want to get out.
We can bow you right now. We can bow you right now.
No. I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here.
Avoma, run.
No, they're here! They're here! No! I can't. No, he has a pearl! No! How do you have a pearl? How do you have netherite? What is this? Okay, wait, you promised to leave me alone if I give you this totem.
I promise. You can go wherever you want. Get Elytras, get whatever the hell you want. Just
You-
the totem, and you're
you
free
pro-
to leave.
you-
We'll turn around.
I need your word.
You have my word. You have my word. I wouldn't lie to you.
You promise me you'll leave me
What
alone.
is not trustworthy?
Consider us an ally after this. Consider us an
Really?
ally.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
We won't kill you. Like,
What?
It's just
You'll
us.
kill me?
No, we won't.
no, we won't kill
We
you.
won't kill you.
Dude, it's just so...
If
Okay.
if I give you this, A, we are allies. B, you give me 2 stacks of wool, and C, you leave me alone.
I can
Weapon
go. I can work with that.
guys.
I can work
Do
with
that as a
that.
rank
Yeah?
stylist.
Or D,
Give
I
me-
join your district.
I kind of like the dynamic of being a small team.
Okay,
But
no, that's fine. That's
I
fine.
don't want a team, but I am super chill with allying.
Just tell me that you hate me. Just tell me that you hate me.
Yeah, I hate you, bro.
Yep,
I hate you. It's a
I knew it,
personal
I knew
thing.
it.
It's a personal problem.
You have a deal.
Yes, let's go.
You're not just gonna
Pleasure
flipping
doing
kill me.
business.
Ah, I knew it! Oh shit! Okay.
They clearly weren't going to give up anytime soon, so I wasn't really left with a choice. Anyway, we then went our separate ways and left it at that. I got to exploring the Outer End Islands and found this huge structure.
Wait, what the freak?
I wasted no time in looting it, but little did I know, however, that the enemies within this structure were incredibly strong, so much so that they'd one-tap you regardless of your armor. I wasn't aware of this though, and while I did try to play it cautiously, well...
Wait, those guys down there, can't you block the staircase? Like, block it. Yeah. Now they can't get you.
Ah! Oh my days!
I died. For the 3rd time. I legit don't even know what to say at this point. I come so far with every life and then just watch it all vanish before my eyes. Well, this was it for me. I had already consumed my last revive and that was that. Game over. But can you guess what happened next? In a dramatic turn of events, Invincible saw that I had died and did the most wholesome thing a human could do and gave up their revive for me. Despite our conflict, this man took it upon himself to revive me, and I honestly didn't think I deserved it, but I didn't have time to speak because by this point I was already revived, given some starter gear and automatically joined Invic's team. There was no time to explain anything, however, because we were apparently moments away from entering battle with none other than SpeedSilver himself. Yeah, no joke, I had no idea what was happening, but just went with the flow of everything like I always do, and initiated a fight with Silver and his team just like that.
Is that Silver?
Yo, Avoma?
Silver's here.
Avoma, we're getting you.
Is it?
One fell, one fell, one fell.
No,
Unbreaking
we're
one,
gonna-
GG.
Shoot Avoma.
Oh, Invic got 2 full diamond armor.
Wait, did they dig? What are we doing?
I don't know. Like, we're we're supposed.
I just heard digging.
They're just gonna pop up out of the ground.
Wait, no, break blocks. Wait, stop. Okay, well, they're gonna
I'm just gonna
stop.
go and be.
They're gonna stop breaking blocks if I say it out loud.
Wait, Raph, is that you? I heard someone's mic back there. I don't know if it's Raph's though. I heard someone's mic. It sounded like a fucking washing machine. I don't know if there was someone hid down there.
I don't think.
No, not with that.
Oh, he's here! They're here!
Wait, come!
Beyond!
Oh my God.
Down! I knew I heard someone's mic! I heard someone's mic in that exposure.
Beastly
Dig,
chicken.
right here.
Bro,
Wait.
he just dug through the world. Wait, they might be trapping.
What?
They might be avoiding us.
Oh yeah,
Careful.
they could be.
Oh, he just walked off. Okay, well, best teammate for real.
I'm just gonna stay back.
Just...
Oh, careful.
Jesus.
Careful. Yo.
Those leaves?
Check there's 2 blocks underneath you everywhere you dig, so you can't get split. I hear someone's mic on, like, right over here.
Oh, they're over here! Look, help me!
Oh,
We're coming.
Oh no! Oh no!
Wait, he's whirling.
Oh shoot! I have my mic muted.
Oh, they don't take notes back because of the... No.
Hello, Silver.
I got pearl, but then I have no more. Was that a god apple? Wait.
Don't let him pearl. No, I bet it wasn't. You wouldn't be running.
No, there's no way he lands that. There's no way he lands that. There's no way he lands that.
He made it.
Oh, he made it! No way. Okay, I don't think we chased him there.
So after this battle, me and my new team that I'd been forcefully adopted into teleported back to our, or should I say their base, and the server shut down for the day. I know, a lot to take in. And finally, we move on to day 4, the final day and the final battle among all districts. So without wasting any more time, let's delve into the action.
Guys, they're getting pushed. They're getting pushed.
Yeah, don't mention them. They still can like absolutely kill us.
Oh my.
Yeah, she's doing that. Kill Nessie.
Hello, Nessie.
Kill Space Boy. Kill this guy.
Oh!
Nice.
Jeez!
Dead.
Watch yourself from above. Okay, we're good now. We're here.
That failed.
Robbie's behind you.
So I'm good on HP.
What's Invic? Die! Hi, Invic.
God.
Does he have speed 1, bro?
Nah, bro. Gotta hit. Oh, stop this movement.
Nice. Big fire.
guys.
He's low. He's gotta be
It's
low,
good,
bro.
it's good, it's good, it's good.
He splashed something fire res. That's fire
Yeah,
res.
yeah, I saw that.
Don't fire him. Use like the knockback one.
Three crits, short 4.
Huge.
Crate,
He's low.
crate, trouble crate.
Huge. Yeah, good. If he goes in the water, he's.
Get him. Don't let him go.
Oh!
You're good.
I'm throwing him.
We could push this.
What about this guy over here?
Watch this.
Guy.
Whipping excursion. Oh yeah, I had unhealthy amounts of fun with boats and this huge frozen lake. Soup game on whipping excursion. Yes.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go. Oh flip. Oh, failed. Oh. Yes. Bye. Oh my day. Anyway, after lots of mid-tier fights, me and my team approached Silver's district and the final battle between us began.
Damn. Hey, they tried to get here.
Okay.
Wait, I got you. Broke it. Broke it again.
Oh jeez. Oh my god. Oh!
My god.
And my fate was sealed within a matter of seconds. They were just too strong. It was game over for real this time. So yeah, there you have it, the Hunger Games event. I may not have won, but I did kill the Ender Dragon, which is exactly what I set out to do. It's a bit unfortunate that it had to end like this despite all my effort, but the game's the game. Thank you very much for watching and sticking around. So much happened during this event that it was hard to fit all into one video, so if you'd like to see some abruptly random moments that occurred, let me know and I'll consider making a video compiling all the best bits. But yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video.